Today I fucked up by screaming at my son's penis. Obligatory, this did not happen today but reminded me of an incident that happened a few weeks ago. So a little backstory, my son is 2.5, when he was little, when he wasn't feeling well, I would fake scream while changing his diaper. He would giggle and then scream back. Once he started to get older I stopped and he would still scream occasionally. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, we have been cooped up due to COVID and decided we were going to take a weekend down to Pigeon Forge to get away and enjoy the mountains. We meet up with my family and rent a cabin. Of course, while we're there we have to get our tourist action going and checked out a shopping center called the Island. We're walking around when we realize that my oldest son needs a diaper change and he's soiled his outfit. Because of the super dad that I am, I forgot to pack a spare set of clothes in our diaper bag, so my wife sets off to find a new outfit and my younger brother stays with me. We find the bathroom, I head inside with my son while my brother waits outside. Another semi-important piece of this story is that both me and my brother are tall, 6'4" and 6'6". I get into the stall with the changing table and I'm trying to get the dirty clothes and diaper off my son, but he is not cooperating. So I think I'll call my brother and ask him to come in to get some wet paper towels and to help out. So here we are, two huge guys with a little boy in the bathroom. We got my son undressed and as I'm taking his diaper off he decides he is going to scream at the top of his lungs. Normally he would laugh but not this time. Tell him to stop yelling but he thinks it's a game and continues to screech and scream. Now, both me and my brother are getting embarrassed and I turn around and realize that people can see me and my brother over the top of the stall and a guy grabs his phone and runs out of the restroom. So great, I finish cleaning up my son and ask my brother, do you know where the kid's mom is? Out of frustration, we leave the restroom and are walking out trying to find my wife when we're stopped by security and have to explain that it is my son and the reason why he is naked is because he soiled his outfit. Doctor, I used to play scream at my son while changing his diaper. He decides to continually scream while changing his diaper while we were out on vacation. Had security called on us and had to explain why my son was naked. Bad penis. When I was little I used to say that and hit my boners so they would go away. Sounds like a pretty shitty situation. I used to work at Disneyland and I had taken my aunt and little cousins to the park for the day. Well, my youngest cousin had to go and be changed. Next thing I know I'm getting a frantic phone call from my aunt. He'd gone to wash her hands and he just zoomed right out of the bathroom and was lost. Now, working for the mouse, I'd say Disneyland is about the best place to lose a kid, so while she's panicking I just start looking, and sure enough my cousin had gathered a bit of a small crowd of concerned parents and cast members. Now, we hardly ever saw each other, and he was non-verbal, so he didn't exactly act like a family member had just showed up. No one there trusted that I was his cousin and I had to wait there for my aunt while all these people looked at me like I was Jerry Sandusky. I'm sorry, this is hilarious. Also totally something a dad would do with his kids. Can only imagine two tall ass men in a bathroom stall with a baby. Well, sounds like the perfect reason to start potty training. Agreed. We have pull-ups we've started using at home. Today I fucked up by listening to music on Spotify. Happened less than an hour ago. I was on my couch fucking around on Spotify when I noticed that I was still able to connect to my mum's Sonos speakers after playing DJ the other night at dinner. So I clicked on connect to kitchen thinking it wouldn't work, but hey presto it did. I immediately shut it off thinking I might have given my mother a bit of a fright, but then completely forgot about it. Well, turns out I gave her more than just a fright. She was literally just walking in the door when I pressed play and the music came on at full blast. Thinking there was someone in the house, my dear 61-year-old mother turned and ran away bawling her eyes out, dove into the car, locked the doors and reversed down to the bottom of the driveway where she could keep an eye on the house from a distance while she called the police. Police came, searched the house, and gave the all clear. Finally I get a call from her about 10 minutes ago explaining the whole situation and had to tell this poor woman that it was not, in fact, a burglar that has excellent taste in 1980s Italian disco. It was her shithead son. TL, doctor, accidentally played my music on my mother's Sonos while she was just walking in the door, causing her to flee and call the police thinking there was a burglar inside. Smooth criminal just started playing this in her kitchen again lol. Panic at the Disco. Thank you so much for the awards. I definitely thought this was gonna be porn related, oops. Italo Disco is awesome. I did this on purpose to my dad. His Amazon account is connected to my Spotify because I'm leeching off his Prime, he leeches off my Netflix, Hulu, and Spotify subscriptions so it evens out. Anyway, one evening I'm stuck in traffic so bad it's turned the highway into a parking lot. I decided to put on some tunes and opened my Spotify. And that's when I saw the fact that I can use my phone to cast Spotify to any device connected to the account. Oh, my evil little heart did flutter. I connect to Dad's Alexa. I pick a song. I press play. Now a little note about Dad's setup. His Alexa is in his room so he can sleep while listening to music. Desk he spends his time at, from the time he gets off work until he goes to bed is in his living room. From there, if the Alexa is at full volume, you can clearly hear it but it can't hear you. You actually have to go his bedroom doorway for it to hear you. I then discovered another fun thing. You can watch the song's progress as it's playing, or in this case, when he's gotten up to shut it off. So I wait until it's paused and then I carefully time it out so I know when he's sat back down. Then I press play again. This happens 2 more times before his Alexa vanishes from the options. He'd unplugged it. I wait another couple of moments and then I shoot him a text. What? You don't like Barbie girl? Today I fucked up by buying a blacklight. So I decided to buy a blacklight because my cat was having some urinary problems and I wanted to be able to see if she peed on the carpet anywhere. So I ordered one off Amazon and I received it this morning. I wanted to do a thorough check of the house so I started in the living room and worked my way upstairs to the bedroom. Now, my living situation has changed in the past couple of years but I've always been in the same apartment. My ex and I got this apartment together and when we broke up he moved out and I got a female roommate. I've moved my stuff around quite a few times since the breakup and never saw anything weird, but today I saw the worst thing imaginable. Apparently my ex-boyfriend had a thing for jerking off the side of our shared bed and instead of wiping it up with a tissue like a goddamned normal human being, he would just spray cum all over the carpet. I walked into my room with the black light and it looks like X's wet dream. So much is lit the fuck up. I am beyond disgusted and honestly humiliated. I've been living in this room for 4 years since the breakup. I've vacuumed every week and have really worked hard at making this place my own. And now here I am, with half of my room still covered in my ex's cum. I think it's time for me to find a new apartment. TL, doctor. My ex haunts my bedroom with cum only visible by blacklight. Edit, to anyone who thinks this is bullshit, DM me, I have pics. It might not be. I got a blacklight for the exact same reason. However, I discovered that most of my carpet was glowing and it's because the ingredients in the carpet shampoo I use also glow under a blacklight. Unfortunately, I'm 99% sure of what it is. Believe me, I wish there was another reason for these stains. Might want to rent out a carpet cleaning vacuum, no idea what they're called, or hire a carpet cleaning company, or if you own the place, a whole new carpet. What a dirty bastard. I have carpet cleaners coming next weekend thankfully, but I still have to live in it until then. Crying face. Time to start a fire. Exactly my thoughts. Come on, really? Random blacklight story. My spouse and I are amateur rock hounds. We were prepping for a trip where it was possible to find corundum/rubies. Corundum fluoresce in blacklight. We went to a home improvement store to buy a blacklight flashlight. We were a bit lost and a store employee offered help. We told him what we were looking for and he blurted out excitedly, "Looking for blood? One too many crime shows for that guy."